just like this interruption. Students, if you have a growl t-shirt, please wear it tomorrow. Thank you.
A what t-shirt?
Growl.
What is that?
JC.
Okay, let's talk about the hand washing procedure. Okay, so this is what I will grade you on. Basically, I'll watch you. You don't get to look at this. You gotta know it yourself, and I'll check you off on it as you go. So one is remove jewelry, obviously, because you'll want to, because you want to be able to wash underneath and everything. Okay.
I see people like they have those like nice wedding rings and they wash their hands with that.
I couldn't do it.
I always leave mine on. I'm afraid I'll leave it at the sink, so I always leave mine on. I just try to like move it around a little bit so maybe you get it, because I'm scared I'll leave it.
I feel like something would come off or it'd mess the ring up.
I feel like it would make it all dirty and slimy.
It does make it dingy and kind of messy. Anyway, so remove jewelry. Turn the faucet on. It says with the paper towel, but for me that's optional. I feel like the faucet's already dirty, your hands are already dirty. What?
Might as well, yeah.
Again, I just took this from what, like the state health.
I'm so sorry. This is irritating me.
So, anyways, adjust the water temperature and then discard the towel in trash if you use the towel. Again, you don't have to use the towel to turn it on, but you do make sure you get warm water.
Yeah, I lied. I don't have one of those.
The third thing says is to wet your hands and wrists thoroughly. Okay, and which direction are you going to point your hands?
Down.
Downward.
Down. Why?
So the water won't splash everywhere.
So it doesn't go back up your arm and then come back down and make a big mess. Okay. It says apply soap to get lather on hands, so make sure you get a good lather. So you should see some bubbles and some bubble action going on, okay? It says put the palms of the hands together and rub them using friction and circular motion. Just want to make sure you cover all the surfaces. So when we did the glow germ, what were some specific areas that...
Wrist.
Yeah, your wrist.
The back of
your
between your
hands,
fingernails.
your fingers, under your
Shoot,
fingernails.
under my fingernails
Yeah,
is probably real bad.
The sides right here. Okay, so whenever you rub, make sure you kind of keep those areas in mind. Okay. So it says to do that. And if you need a way to remember how long, because I'm going to count how long, you gotta make sure you do it long enough. And I want you to go at least 15 seconds. Which usually,
I'm gonna go 35.
Nobody has a problem with that. But if you want to, like even every time you wash your hands, maybe you need to sing the ABCs or sing Happy Birthday twice or whatever. Something that takes about 15 seconds. Scrub your hands, okay? And make a conscious effort to do that because that will help you. You know, I mean, everybody's getting the flu. I think they said like 29 people go home Friday or something from the elementary. So everybody needs to be washing their hands.
And 20 people's done died in Texas.
I know.
From the flu?
Yep.
And yeah, that's just in like the Dallas area.
Oh my gosh.
So, big to do. So make sure you're washing your hands. It says put the palm of one hand on the back of the other. So make sure, like you guys said, the back of your hands. Interlace your fingers, okay? And this way, sometimes I go this way too to get the back. My hands are really dry. My hands stay dry all winter, so sometimes it's hard for me and mine crack and get all.
If mine have long nails, how do you suggest getting under those?
Okay. I always, what's going to be recommended is that you use a fingernail brush, but who carries a fingernail brush around? Because I don't. But what works for me and how I change this is that you actually scrub your nails on the side, on like the opposite palm, to get soap up underneath your fingernails, you know, so that you can rinse it out. Yeah, like this way, so that you can get soap underneath them. And that's for everybody. I don't care how long your fingernails are. Y'all saw, even if you had short fingernails, it still stayed in, like right there at the edge of your fingernails. So,
I keep mine like nubs.
So, but it can still hang out there, because a lot of times when you keep your fingernails, like for me, my fingernails, I can't cut them that short. My fingernails just don't grow that way. A lot of times people whose fingernails do grow really short, you know, it's really close to like the skin and stuff still gets underneath them. Okay, it says rinse the hands with fingertips pointing downwards. Okay, so again, so you don't get water up here that comes right back down and gets germs everywhere again. Dried hands thoroughly. Everybody always misses this one. Look, it says from the tips of the fingers to the wrist. So you start here, dry, 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 dry. Start at the fingers, go to the wrist. I usually dry fingers, and then go down from there. Because, why do I want to do it in that direction?
Because you're bringing like.
Yeah, because if I dry down here, and then I dry up here, what am I bringing up here?
Germs.
Germs from the area of my wrist that maybe I haven't washed. Okay, so make sure it's dry from here to here. Okay, and then says avoid turn the faucet off with a dry, keyword dry paper towel. Why does it need to be dry?
Because
wet brings germs.
Yes, germs move through anything that's wet. So wet paper towel. If you got germs on your faucet and you use a wet paper towel to turn it off, germs travel through. So you don't want to do that. Now, I am like the wizard at not touching anything in the bathroom. And so I can like do all kinds of stuff with my elbows and whatever, sometimes you have to do that. So even like our doorknobs, like in the teacher's lounge, if I go in and wash my hands, I use my elbow. I like stick my elbow inside the door and pull it down and turn it and stuff. I mean, I can do all kinds of stuff with my elbows. So I don't like to touch things with my hands. Anyway, so just make sure you don't touch anything. I think you want to touch the side of the sink and whatever. Touch the paper towel holder again. Okay? Makes sense? So that's how it'll be. So make sure the more you practice this, look at it and practice and make a conscious effort to do these things, it'll be really easy when it comes time to do that. So, I have two of my health science girls are going to the CNA class over in Commerce this semester, and they said that was one of the things they were going to do was learn hand washing and do that hand washing quiz.
Oh, is
just
it?
like this. Destiny and Elizabeth Ski. Destiny Whitaker. Elizabeth Ski. So, anyways, interesting. So that's the hand washing procedure.